With delegates here, some world leaders who have arrived in South Africa, of course, for the G20 presidency. Khayelihle Khumalo, over to you.
Well, certainly, Nazi. This is quite a very important initiative between, of course, the G20 and the African continent. Really, it's all about promoting development, where the African continent is really working with quite a number of countries. So this was really established under the G20 presidency of Germany. So quite a number of countries, also the likes of Norway. And joining us now is the Norwegian ambassador here in South Africa, So once again, Ambassador, let's talk about the importance of this initiative, especially now with this G20 right in Africa, where it's a myriad of challenges, but we know that it's about partnership and collaboration as well.
Yes, thank you very much. And it's a lot about job creation. And to create jobs for all the young people on this continent, you need a viable private sector. A viable private sector should be a partnership between other countries in other places of the world and African countries. So I think right from the start, South Africa and Germany has been taking a leading role here. And we have been supportive because that's the way we have to go. Then there is some homework for some African countries to do in terms of regulatory framework, rule of law, business-friendly policies. But there is certainly also a lot of homework to do for other countries. And I think, speaking for Norway, we must promote this continent and the many African countries as an investment destination because opportunities is big.
So once again, Ambassador, just the significance of this G20 Summit in Africa, the first, the implications, but also just in terms of how it's been ran and quite a lot of intense discussion around the declaration. What's your input as Norway in this regard?
No, I think some of our input has been focusing on aquatic food, for example, and gender equality, and of course the importance of the multilateral trading system. We think South Africa has done a great job as a presidency. They have the right priorities. And if I can just come back to the Compact with Africa, I think this presidency has managed to do some extra effort for this continent. For example, by adopting the Africa Engagement Framework, which encompasses the Compact with Africa. And it also has important improvements when it comes to the common framework for debt relief of the G20 countries towards indebted countries. And let me also talk about the B20, because, you know, also coming back to the Compact with Africa, it's about getting more private sector cooperation between G20 countries, guest countries, and African countries. And the B20 was a very good vehicle for that. We had a business delegation from Norway. There's going to be more business as a result of this. So I think, you know, South Africa has really managed to do some additional steps for African countries.
And just before I let you go, Ambassador, I suppose it speaks to how relevant G20 is in terms of global dynamics. If this initiative has been sustained throughout so many presidencies and right here back in Africa, it's still around. So I would imagine it speaks to that issue of making sure that multilateralism is revived and given an opportunity to thrive.
No, you're very right, and I think there is no doubt that multilateralism is facing some headwind, but that's why countries like Norway and South Africa that really care for multilateralism. We have to work together, and within the framework of the Compact, that's one of many vehicles within the G20, and we think South Africa and Germany has done a great job moving now towards Compact 2.0, which is taking this initiative even further.
All right, Ambassador Sada, thank you so much indeed for your time. So, Nati, that is Norwegian ambassador here in South Africa, talking about the significance of this initiative, G20 Compact with Africa. Really, foremost issue is around job creation. So it's a wall-to-wall coverage here on SABC News. For now, though, we're going to take a quick break.
SABC, host broadcaster of the G20 South Africa 2025.